There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Does it feel bigger? Nope, nope. Gosh, nice one. Nice one. Man, what a healthy fish. What a healthy fish. Oh, yes, biggest one of the day. Oh, my goodness. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to 200 Ponds, my series where you guessed it, I'm fishing 200 different ponds for bass, teaching you guys everything I learned along the way. Now today is an exciting day because I'm fishing a golf course pond I have not been to in a while, but the last time I was here, it was absolutely loaded with largemouth bass. So without further ado, let's get to fishing down at pond number 105. Well, as I walk down to pond 105, I've got 3 rods with me and I'm excited to hopefully catch some bass today. The conditions are perfect. Let me talk about them. Earlier this morning, a cold front had started to blow through this area, and I'm talking it was raining cats and dogs and tigers and ligers and tiger king, everything falling from the sky in buckets. And as much as I love fishing in the rain, it was way too windy and way too rainy to even film. So I waited till the storm blew through to get out here today. Oh my goodness. Is that somebody's putter? I'm gonna start this video off with a catch right here. A dang putter. There we go. Oh, part of a putter.
The club as well. That's halfway across the lake.
Just the grip and the stick. Looks like we have a super stroke, yeah. All right, sorry for the distraction, folks. As I was talking about the conditions, the cold front has blown through, but it's not totally done blowing through. So the south wind is actually blowing this way. In a few hours from now, it's gonna turn north and go from highs in the 70s to highs in the 40s, which for Texas is finally winter. And I know in bass fishing, cold fronts are often associated with really bad fishing, but that's usually not till the cold front is actually fully blown through and a day or two after. When the front is actually making its way across your bodies of water, that can be some of the best fishing ever. Let me show you what Bass Forecast says. I picked this fishing day because it has a 7.5 rating today, and check out the next days. 3.4, 3.1, 3.3, 1.0, 3.5. It's not even until Sunday that fishing starts to remotely get better, at least as far as the BFR is concerned here on the app. Let's see what the baits recommended are. Fall spinnerbait, buzzbait. Oh my goodness. I promise y'all, I didn't even look at this before I left the house. Although if I had, it would have confirmed the exact lures I'm throwing: bladed jig, buzzbait, and spinnerbait. I'm a co-owner in Bass Forecast. I've helped build this app. And the way the algorithm works looks at the actual weather for bass, not any other species, just bass fishing, to tell you how the fish should be behaving. And today is the only good behavior day these fish should be showing for the next week. So I will leave Bass Forecast linked below if y'all want to check it out. I'm glad it recommended the same lures that I was hoping to throw. And the second hope is that I don't get kicked out today because the golf course is closed, but you never know. Sometimes those employees be in a mood. Okay, this is not gonna work. I put on a trailer, a big toad. It's too heavy. That ain't gonna work. Sometimes I like trailers on my buzz baits, but not with the skirt on. Water clarity today, even though we had crazy torrential rains, is like still 1 to 3 foot, which is pretty dang good for a golf course pond. I have fished here before, but I don't think I've made a ponds video here, so y'all are seeing it for the first time. And years ago on the channel, I made a video about my favorite rain and post-rain lures. So when a big old storm has rolled through your area, what are the best lures to throw? I have found a buzzbait and a frog. And the bad thing about fishing around wind is that a topwater frog is just really tough to fish. It's hard to make it walk in place. The wind kind of pushes it all over the place, and so a buzzbait, to me, is my favorite rain and post-rain topwater, especially in the fall when I'm filming this video. But if no fish are up in this creek chasing bait fish, I'm gonna make my way toward the main body of water. And even though the sun is poking out a little bit, you know, it's partly cloudy, not totally overcast, I still think buzzbait should get me a few bites. In between a spinnerbait that I'm throwing now and a vibrating jig, I don't know which one is gonna be the ticket today, if either of these lures are. But I switched the colors on them. But to really give the bass 2 different views, I'm going with a chartreuse and white spinnerbait and then a black and blue thunder cricket. Because if it's obvious they're chasing bait fish, this one should shine. And if they just want something they can find in the water, the other one should shine. I've never caught many on the super shallow banks on this pond though, so I'm gonna keep walking. No bites on the spinnerbait so far. Let me put the old vibe jig down there. Give it a try. No bites yet. We are on the non-windy side, so maybe all the bait fish and stuff are pushed over to that side, and that's where they're feeding today. I've just fished here enough to know there's lots of bass in here, so I should get a bite moving around somewhere. I think I need a little more cloud cover. This is going from partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Man, where did all the bass go in this place? Oh, there we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Holy cow. There we go. Get in here. Get in here. Yes. He did not move. I got a bite from this exact fish 2 casts ago, and I made the same cast twice in a row. Fish, it almost ate it like it's sitting there. It goes over its head and it goes, oop, and that's it. It didn't chase it down, didn't eat it and run the opposite direction. It just ate it in place, which is kind of odd. I feel like with the weather we had, it should have these fish a little more aggressive and moving around than just sitting in one spot. So definitely makes me feel like I should be dragging something around just based on how that fish bit. But if I can retrieve this thing slow enough, I think I stand a chance at catching one. And that is a success at Pond 105, baby. If you're new to the series, I will have my entire 100 pond series linked down in the video description. And the goal is the same in either one of these series, to catch a singular bass. And of course, teach you guys what I'm learning along the way. And that's a success. So one fish on the vibe jig. Gonna keep throwing this thing, see if it's a pattern or if that was just a fluke. I'm definitely, though, kind of doubting they're gonna bite the buzz bait. Doesn't mean Bass Forecast was wrong with the bait recommendation. I think if we had more wind and total cloud cover, again, the sun has, oh, look at that. The front is blowing itself through right now. I don't think we're gonna have a whole lot more clouds today. So I'm gonna make a few casts on some very targeted areas, maybe with deeper water, or if a cloud pokes up and I feel like making a cast, I'm gonna do that. But I think the spinnerbait and the vibrating jig, at least of the lures I brought with me, are gonna be the best ones for today's conditions. There's one on the spinnerbait, baby. Oh, all right. Maybe this place is as loaded as it used to be. Come on, that thing hit the tar out of it. Get in here. What a chunky bass we got. Yes. Strike King, 1/2 ounce burner spinnerbait. Let's get that snodgrass out of your mouth. Gotta clean you up, dear lady. About a 1 3/4, 2 pounder. Thank you, my friend. And that was up shallow. I'm talking like 10 inches of water. Let me make another cast that way. The second the spinnerbait hits the water, I'm engaging my reel, reeling slow enough to let it fall about a foot beneath the surface. Again, with it being a max of 1 to maybe 2 foot deep right there. Don't want it bouncing the bottom, so I'm gonna cast, engage, and then slow, and then maybe speed it up once it falls a second. But I definitely like what I'm seeing here. I think the bank slowly gets deeper off of the immediate drop here as I work my way towards the clubhouse. So that might explain why certain times of the year they're pushed over here and certain times they're pushed over here. But also, this is probably the windiest area I've fished yet, and that's 2 bites. So I'm starting to think the wind is going to be crucial to today's hopefully smackdown of some golf course pond bass. I'll tell you what though, I've just noticed so many times in my bass fishing life that when a front is rolling through, the fish just feed really aggressively. So I hope we continue to prove that's true today. Because judging by Bass Forecast, they don't think the next few days the bass are going to be moving much at all. Yeah, a boy can dream. There's one. Yes, sir. Get in here. Get in here. Oh, let's go. Place is still loaded. They're not as big as they once were. That's a single scoop. But man, once again, did not eat it like the first one. Very strongly. Was just sitting there in the dang dirt. Reaches its head up and gobbles it and then doesn't run. Usually a spinnerbait and a vibrating jig, man, they hit it and they go the opposite direction, but not quite these fish today. But that is 2 to 1 on the burner spinnerbait. As always, I have my tackle linked down in the video description. This here is my favorite budget rod and reel combo, the Mach Smash. I think it's $140 or $150, I could be wrong on the price there, but it casts so dang well for a pre-built combo. I've got 15-pound Seaguar Basics fluorocarbon, and of course, Strike King burner with double willow leaf blades and a Mach schooler as the trailer. I've been trying to put a trailer on my spinnerbait more often, and I'm starting to gain a little confidence with it. Y'all have asked me if I use a trailer. I used to say just in cold water, but I'm kind of changing my tune, testing some things out. There we go. Oh yes, oh yes. That one feels big. That one oh, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Oh my gosh, third time. Did not really eat it all that hard. And it's got energy. It's not a lethargic bass, yes. This guy right here wanted that spinnerbait. Heck yeah. 2.5, 2 3/4 pounder, chunker, thank you buddy. And they're all in the same depth zone. I'm gonna cast right about there. 1, 2, 3, okay, it's maybe 2.5 feet deep out there. So all my bites have been coming, so I'm gonna focus all my casts to keep them in that strike zone as long as possible. Not gonna make too many casts this way, not too many casts this way. From the bank, you gotta use angles to your advantage, and every single fish I've caught so far has been in the exact same depth zone. So, gonna cast right there, probably get about 60% of my retrieve in the depth these fish have been in. And that is a stinking fun bite. Who doesn't love a dang spinner blade in the wind? Makes me think if I cannot get kicked out. No. Oh, I was singing. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Get in here. There we go. I was singing. Didn't like the tune, but I'll keep it going. I really hope I don't get kicked out, because on the other side, with all the wind, I'm going to catch a fish. Thank you, buddy. Goodness, they're stacked. That tune also didn't sound any good. I really hope that nobody kicks me out. I really do think, though, that if I can make it to the other side with the wind gassing over there, there's gonna be a few spin bait eaters. Hey, if y'all are not subscribed yet, make sure you check your status there. Because, you know, you can watch my channel being unsubscribed. You can watch the 200 Pond series, but what fun is that? It helps me out, helps my family out, helps the world out if you hit that subscribe button. And you know what? If you're feeling generous, hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Let me tell you though, I love this Mach Smash combo. This is a 7.2 medium. And for a medium, it's a little stiff, but I like that for spinnerbaits, vibrating jigs, weightless soft plastics, fantastic combo for all that stuff. Well, I think the old adage, where there's one, there's more, is applying to today. Because I mean, I've gotten a few bites in one little constrained area and then nothing for another 100 yards. Oh, there we go. Yep, a few casts back in with the spinnerbait, and we got one. Little dinker, little single scoop, barely a single scoop. If I got that scoop at Baskin-Robbins, I'd be upset. Same exact depth zone though, about 20 feet off from the bank. There's one. Oh yes, oh my gosh. Watched him eat it, watched him eat it, holy cow. Oh my goodness, biggest one of the day. Biggest one of the day. Get your booty in here, yes sir. Get on the bank, yes. Yes, 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 oh. 3-pounder, let's stinking go. Burner spinnerbait, like I said, where there's one, there's more. And Bass Forecast was dang right, baby. Spinnerbait's the way to go today. Even though you might look at these conditions and say, man, it looks post-frontal already, it's not quite post-frontal yet. The front is still coming in, so it's still worth fishing fast-moving lures. If the rating says 7 or above, I'm trying to go fast first. Oh, and I'm so glad this place is loaded again. And don't come at me with the whole, well, you're on a golf course pond, of course you're gonna catch fish. Well, yes, I give myself a higher than average chance being at a place like this filming today, but I'm still using my knowledge, skills, and experience to pattern where these fish should be. And because I've pinpointed that, I'm able to catch fish a lot more efficiently, turning what could be, oh goodness, just a fun day catching a few on a golf course to absolutely wrecking them. Come on, that was another 3-pounder. Oh man, knocked it twice. Somehow missed it. In open water like this, I probably should be throwing a trailer hook on the back of this, but as usual, I am more unprepared than I should be. There we go. That one feels bigger. That one feels bigger. Goodness, another nice one. They're loaded on the windy bank here. Come on. Come on, bring your strong self in here. Yes, sir. There's nothing better than a golf course chunk bass. I mean, these things have gotten even healthier since the last time I was in here. Nothing better than that. Eating a spin blade. If I cover an area in 3 casts and don't catch one, I move up 20 feet and begin the process again. Shallow, mid-depth, deep. Yeah. Gotta be careful, Tyler. Not gonna get a bite more than likely with snot on your lure, because bait fish do not wear a toupee. That is green. Oh my goodness. Yep, didn't think so. The second I make the exact same cast, after getting all the gunk off, I get smoked. All right. Thank you, friendo. Thank you, Mr. Single Scoop. Bass is peeing, which either means A, he's spawning, which in the fall is not out of the question, it's possible. Or B, he's just really excited to see me. I definitely want to see if I can get one of those 5+ pound caliber fish though. Not sure what I can do to make that happen. Maybe a 6-inch swim bait, reeled nice and slow along the bottom without collecting snot, which could be hard to do. But I think that's what I'm gonna have to do if I come back this winter, is really fish something a little slower and a little bigger. Man, I gotta poop.
We'll be right back.
There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Does it feel bigger? He's not jumping yet. He's really taking me deep slowly. Nope, nope. Gosh, nice one. Nice one. Man, what a healthy fish. What a healthy fish. Oh, yes, biggest one of the day. Oh, my goodness. Dang, boy. These fish are so healthy already. It's cold, though, so the water's been affected by micro cold fronts at night a little more than I thought. But my goodness, I need to get an Instagram story of this one. They eating the spinnerbait, baby. It is indeed a spinnerbait smash fest. 4-pounder, beautiful, healthy quality. I mean, just look at the genetics. I keep saying the genetics. Look at the fat on that guy. My Mach schooler trailer is starting to come apart a little bit. I didn't expect to catch this many, so I only brought 1 trailer. I still think I could catch them without the trailer, but it helps me be able to retrieve it as slow as I am. So definitely be a bummer if I tore that off, or if a fish tore that off. And once again would prove that Tyler is unprepared. I just didn't feel like lugging my big backpack with me. I need evolution to make me a smaller backpack for bodies of water where I'm pretty sure I know what they're gonna bite, and so I only gotta bring a limited amount of tackle. And even though I don't have my backpack with me today, Evolution is a faithful sponsor of the channel. All my tackle is stored in that for pond fishing. It's actually in the truck right now, but they've got storage bags that are clear, that have the zipper going down a little bit of the side to make it really easy to open. They've got line storage solutions, everything you could ever want, and code TRF20 saves you 20% on your entire order. And we've got a new bag coming out soon that you'll see here on the channel, and hopefully I can help them design just a tiny mini backpack that maybe carries, 1 tackle box that's super easy to take with you on your pond journeys. There's one. There's one, my 4th cast. I kept getting bites there, and judging by the fish I'm about to reel in, yep. He's not tiny, but he's not big either. This guy kept missing it, cast after cast. Just healthy fish in here, my goodness. And I think my trailer is on its last leg here, folks. Don't know if I can squeeze any more use out of it. Maybe a little. It's kind of squiggly. It's just amazing how predictable these fish have gotten. They're in the same depth zone almost every single bite. The bridge to tear up the Bathia. I'm gonna catch one here. Paralleling the bank under the bridge. There we go. Oh, no, I had one. Yeah, no, slacking that one. Yes, sir. Oh, baby. We got bait fish going all over the place. Yes, spinnerbait is the move today, baby. Look at that. Healthy 2.5 pounder. Give you a kiss to say thank you and all your friends for what a fun time I'm having. Yep, as I was fighting that fish in, I saw a bunch of threadfin bait scurrying all over the place away from my bass. So spinnerbait for sure. Oh, goodness, big one, biggest one of the day. Spinnerbait and bait fish imitating stuff is what these bass want to eat today. Come back this way, come back this way. Goodness, what a healthy golf course bass. Come on now, come on now, come on now. No. All right, that was not as smooth as I wanted and not quite as big as I had thought he was, but man, are they, eating the spinnerbait. Just look at that thing. 3-pounder, beautiful. Thank you, baby. You are for real. That's 2 casts in a row, I think, to the same exact area. And I have no clue how many I've caught, 10, 12? Man, it's been a good day. And we're only about halfway done. Whew. I may turn this video into an uncut for my new channel I'm starting. Shh, don't tell nobody. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Just loaded. Just loaded. Yes. 3/4 scoop. Gracias, amigo. And I'm surprised. I know my schooler, my trailer here is just torn up, but it's still kicking. I don't know how it hasn't just ripped off yet. At this point, I don't even feel like trying any of the black and blue lures I have. The success I've had, oh, hello, fake coyote. Success I've had mixed with the fact that I've seen the bait fish in the strike zones they're sitting in makes me have no desire to try anything else right now. As Mima once said, if it ain't broke, don't fix. I don't like how shallow it got, so that's why I've picked up the rods and started walking, but there is some bait here, so I'll make a few casts. That is my polarized sunglasses. I wear Amphibia Eyegear. They float. I would throw them in the water and show you, but then they'd be cold. But wearing polarized sunglasses is crucial because it's almost like a live scope for your eyes. You can see in the water, even in dirty water, and it gives you a better idea of what's going on bait fish wise, cover wise, what the wind's doing to your water clarity. Being able to actually see in the water is pretty crucial to understanding your bodies of water that much faster. And I got a discount for that too. Man, we're just discount machine today. TRF 10 or TRF or something. Saves you money. And even though I could keep fishing slow, really picking apart these areas here, I think I'm just gonna fish quickly down the dam and then a little corner where it's windy, see if my hypothesis is correct about them being in the wind. It may be that they're in, you know, moderate wind. They're not in the super heavy stuff, but it's definitely worth a shot. There we go. There's one. There's one, baby. I don't think he's very big. He's a nice one though. I'm gonna water ski him in. If I can get him to the surface, I cannot. Come on now. Get out of that snot. Get out of that snot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice. Spin bait fish, baby. You, my friend, have snot grass all in your mouth. I apologize. Heck yeah. Spinnerbait biter on the edge of the dam with wind blowing on it. If there was a must-read page in the book of bass fishing tips, that would be on the page right there. And I do want to fish down the dam, but it looks like it's really, really grown up. So probably just gonna have to go up the berm here and then down the other side. Time to fish the windy side. All right, about 10 casts in. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised that I haven't gotten a bite yet. Maybe it's just been too much wind on this relatively shallow flat over here. The bank on this side, kind of similar to where we first started, doesn't slope off. Never mind, never mind. I was gonna say it doesn't slope off very steeply, but obviously the wind hasn't affected it that much. Get in here, get in here. Yes, sir. Even though we've had wind gassing against this bank for about 12 hours, you know what, maybe more than that, maybe 16 hours straight, it has not trashed it enough. There are still fish to be caught. Let's go. And it could just be one fish, but that one did hit it a lot harder than the fish in calmer water. So I think these fish could probably use a heavier spinnerbait retrieved a little faster. If I had one with me, I'd definitely tie that on. There's one, there's one. Oh goodness, hit the tar out of it. Yes, sir. Hey, let's go. I'll be saying yes, sir, let's go, and gosh, every other word in this video. But that's a lot of fun right there. And if that'll make you subscribe, I don't know what will. They are definitely more active in the harsh wind. Well, although they've been more aggressive over here, the bites have slowed down considerably. All right, let's catch one more and get ourselves out of here. There we go. Yes, sir. Right as I give it a little pop, this guy nailed it. Come on in here, my friend. Finish off this episode of 200 Ponds. My goodness. Down the dome. Oh, he got so deep he's bleeding. Holy smokes. How is that possible on a spinnerbait? Thank you, my friend. See you later. Hope you heal timely. Well, as much as I hate to quit now, Hannah's got dinner cooking at home. Gotta get Brooks to bed. So thank y'all so much for watching this episode of 200 Ponds. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I will leave my last episode, whammy, up here in the corner, and the entire 100 Ponds series will be linked in the other corner for y'all to click on. As always, my tackle is linked down below, as well as the Bass Forecast app, which helped me decide to go fishing today. My name's Tyler. As always, it's a pleasure, and we'll see y'all next time right here on 200 Ponds.